and man, do you guys look good today. I am so excited to be here. If you are excited to be here, I want you to shout, Sticky! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, raise your hand if you love to play with sticky toys, like sticky hands. Raise your other hand if you like sticky food, like peanut butter or bubble gum. Now, raise both hands in the air and your feet and your toes if you've ever gotten yourself in a very sticky situation. And by that, I mean, have you ever gotten yourself in a situation that was awkward or difficult or embarrassing? I sure have. Sit up straight and tall. Let me tell you a story. Now, Miss Delaney loves to go fishing. Raise your hand if you like to fish. Raise your hand if you think fish are gross and sticky. Okay, so Miss Delaney was out on the beach one day about waist deep in the ocean when she saw a giant shadow. And then the shadow moved. And it kept moving closer and closer and closer. So naturally, Miss Delaney screamed, dropped her favorite fishing rod in the ocean, and ran as fast as she could to the shore. Now, let me tell you a fun fact about Miss Delaney. She is very, very clumsy. She fell face down into the waves multiple times. And then when she finally made it to the shore, she fell face down into the sand. Got some in her mouth a little bit. It was gross. She looked up and everyone was staring at her. And then she heard someone scream, Manatee! Yep, it was just a manatee, boys and girls. Probably the least harmful creature on the planet. They wouldn't hurt a fly. They only eat lettuce. And she was terrified of it. She got herself in a sticky situation that day. But so did a little fish when I caught him later on. Yep. Now, that story reminds me of some fishermen in the Bible. They also ran super fast to the shore. But they weren't running away from a manatee. No. They were running to the shore to get closer to Jesus. So, sit up straight and tall. In today's Bible story, boys and girls, we are going to learn about some awesome fishermen. These fishermen follow Jesus so closely and so faithfully. Boys and girls, we can learn a lot from them. In Mark chapter 1, Jesus was passing by the Sea of Galilee when he saw Simon and Andrew. They were out fishing when Jesus called to them and said, "Follow me and I will make you fish for people." Wait, what? Did I read that correctly? Hang on. Oh, okay, boys and girls, not literally. What Jesus meant was, follow me and together we will share the good news that Jesus has come to seek and save the lost. Jesus was saying, help me bring lots of people close to me, like the way you cast your nets and bring in fish close to shore. And the Bible tells us they immediately left their nets and ran to Jesus. And they were not the only two fishermen to come close to Jesus that day. The Bible says Jesus also saw James and John. So, Simon, Andrew, James, and John, they were all quick to stick to Jesus. Say that 10 times fast. Quick to stick, quick to stick, quick to stick, quick to stick. Yikes, that's really tough. Anyways, sit up straight and tall. This is what is so cool about these fishermen. They were far away at first, doing smelly, fisherman-y things. Their hands were sticky, their hair was probably super stinky, but Jesus wanted them to come close, and Jesus wanted them to help bring others close to Jesus. How can you and I be more like the disciples this week? Well, the Bible tells us these disciples were always listening to Jesus's teachings. We can do that, right? Of course, when we read our Bible or we go back on YouTube and rewatch a speed sermon, we are listening to the same stories and the same lessons Jesus was teaching his disciples. That's so cool. The Bible tells us these disciples also helped him serve others. When Jesus fed 5,000 people, they were the ones collecting and passing out the food. Now, you and I might not be able to feed 5,000 people this week, but maybe we can help our parents with dinner, or sit with a lonely friend at lunch, or maybe give our siblings those extra French fries they really, really want. Every single day, boys and girls, there are so many ways that we can come close to Jesus and stay close to Jesus and bring others close to Jesus, just like his disciples did. Now, I know what you're thinking. Miss Delaney, I'm not gonna remember any of this tomorrow. But that is why we have the big idea to get it stuck in your head for you to take with you everywhere you go. All right, let's do it, boys and girls. Ready? 3, 2, 1, up on your feet. You've been sitting for a while. Come on, shake those legs out. Okay, 3, 2, 1, stay close, really close, to Jesus. Woo! Give yourself a round of applause. That was great. And our Bible table verse, James 4:8, says that when you come close to God, boys and girls, God will come close to you. He loves to stick with us and make our lives so much better than they were before. Kind of like this. Boys and girls, when we stick to Jesus, the way his disciples stuck to him, he will make our lives into a masterpiece. Oh yeah.